Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Caitlin and on my channel we talk about all things girly and all things smell good. So if you like that type of content, I hope you stay. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, comment down below, and leave me a like. So today we're going to be going over my top 10 most complimented fragrances of all time. So there's some designer, there's some niche, there's some cheapies, there's even a body spray of a fragrance mist in this. I've had people literally chase me down, asking me to write down what I'm wearing, chase me down in my boyfriend's eye doctor's appointment. Like, I'll go over all of them. So just to go ahead and start, the very first one is Versace Crystal Noir. This is the EDT. This one is it's kind of a dark, it's sexy, kind of a lactonic. I don't want to say it has coconut in it, but to my nose, I always smell coconut. The EDP has coconut in it, but this one is not listed. So Versace Crystal Noir has notes of pepper, ginger, cardamom, gardenia, peony, orange blossom, sandalwood, musk, and amber. So you get a little bit of the cardamom, you get a little bit of the ginger, but like I said, I get like a milky kind of coconut to my nose. You get some of like the sandalwood and the musk that's in it, but this is a projecting beast. You get a ton of compliments on it. It's super long lasting, super pretty. It's definitely one of my more mysterious fragrances that I have. I think I've mentioned it before, but if you want to smell mysterious, Versace Crystal Noir is hands down one of the just most sexy, dark, pretty fragrances. It's kind of a clean and dark is what I would put this, it's what I would categorize this as. But I really enjoy this one. It's super long lasting, like I said, and the compliments are insane. So the next one I have here is Roses Vanille by Mancera. Now this is a niche house, but you can get Roses Vanille for a relatively reasonable price on some discount websites if it's in stock. Now this one has a screw off cap, which I think is super cool. But Roses Vanille is, I've talked about this before, I don't like super heavy rose forward fragrances, but Roses Vanille is kind of like a rose milkshake. So it's kind of like a creamy vanilla milkshake with like roses added into it. So Roses Vanille is a very sweet, I would categorize it as like a candied sweet floral. So it has top notes of lemon and water notes, which straight away you do get a little bit of that lemon. I don't really get like water notes necessarily, but straight away you do get that lemon, and it dies off almost immediately as soon as it hits your skin. It has middle notes of rose and sugar. You obviously get the rose, but in like a candied way. You definitely get the sugar. I think it mixes with the rose, which is what makes that a very, like I said, candied floral. And your base notes are vanilla, sugar, white musk, and cedar. So I don't get the cedar. I don't really get the cedar, but you definitely get the rose, the sugar, and the vanilla. Like, that's really what I get in this. I don't really get a lot of musk except for in the dry down when it's been on my skin for hours. This is a beast of a perfume. It lasts for forever. It projects like crazy. Like 8+ feet away from me, people can smell me. If the wind is blowing, they can smell you for like half a mile away. But Roses Vanille is one of my all-time most complimented, but oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's just like a lactonic vanilla and rose. So of course, Pink Sugar made this list because even if you don't like it, it's hands down one of the most complimented fragrances ever made. So Pink Sugar has top notes of raspberry, orange, fig leaf, and bergamot. Middle notes of cotton candy, licorice, strawberry, and lily of the valley, and base notes of caramel, vanilla, musk, and tonka bean, and sandalwood. So this is cotton candy, it's strawberry, it's caramel, it's vanilla. You get a little bit of the licorice in it, which I think kind of to some people makes it a little bit screechy, but it's very pretty. It's, like I said, it's just like cotton candy. It's very sweet. It is a little juvenile, but I could just be feeling that way because I wore this whenever I was younger. I love this one still though. To this day, this will always be in my collection. The longevity is out of this world, especially for as cheap as this is. I think this one, I think I paid like 20 bucks for this one at like TJ Maxx. It's very beastly. I get complimented left and right. Like all of these I get compliments on, but this is one that I'd say is like up in the top 3 of my most complimented ever. Definitely, if you want to get compliments, if you want to smell good, smell girly, smell pretty, Pink Sugar by Aquilina is definitely one to pick up. So of course, M by Mariah Carey made this list. This is one that I have gotten tons and tons and tons of compliments on. This is my second bottle, and like I said before, I do have a smaller bottle as well on hand. This one is, it's very unique. It's clean but sweet, so it's kind of mysterious too. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over the notes. So the top notes are marshmallow and seawater. Middle notes are tiare flower and gardenia. Base notes are incense, amber, and patchouli. So kind of what I've mentioned before is straight away I get the seawater and the gardenia. So you do get like some of the white florals straight away, and then in the dry down I get more of like the marshmallow and the incense. But like throughout the whole entire time, it's just it's just like beautiful. But you, like I said, you get all of the notes. You really do get the marshmallow, the seawater, the white florals. You get everything that's in the dry down except the patchouli. The patchouli that's in this is honestly like a clean, very subtle patchouli, but it does make it last a super long time. So for this one, I think I probably get well over 8 hours of wear time on this one. This is one that makes me feel good, makes me feel confident, and I do get a ton of compliments every time I wear it. You leave an incredible scent trail. This is just like a fresh and clean, it's like an aquatic sweet fragrance. It's aquatic marshmallows, if you was eating marshmallows on the beach, I don't know. But this one is so good. You can pick this up for like 20 bucks at Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and the amount of compliments that you will get on it is out of this world, especially for a celebrity fragrance. So the next one that I have here is La Belle by Jean Paul Gaultier. I've talked about this one a couple times now. The dent, I would have emptied this bottle by now, but this one is just like a very sweet, very not lactonic, but kind of gourmand, very sexy vanilla. So the top notes of La Belle are pear and bergamot. The middle notes are floral notes and leather, and the base notes are vanilla, vetiver, amber, and musk. So I've mentioned this before. This one to me smells kind of like a pear pie with extra vanilla. So I can't explain this one super well, but this one honestly is just one of the prettiest, sexiest perfumes that I have in my entire collection. I got this, I think like I said in November in a previous video, and I've worn it so much, but the compliments that I get on it are every single time I've gone out. As soon as I walk out the door, I feel like I get a compliment on it. It's just like an added, like the vanilla, the pear, you do get the vetiver in it. You don't really get the leather, but I think the leather honestly is kind of what maybe smooths it out. I've never been good at describing this one just because it's pretty unique. Like to me, I think it's very unique. But this is another one that I get 10 plus hours out of wear time on my skin and on my clothes. On my clothes, I can smell it for days until I go to do laundry again. But it projects, it lasts. It's definitely one that I would hands down recommend if you like vanilla, if you like a little bit of like muskiness and a little bit of like very dark fruit in your perfume. This one is one to pick up. So the next one that I have is one that actually should come as no surprise, because it's one that it hasn't been around for too long, but the compliments that everyone gets when they wear this, I've heard people say that they get incredible amounts of compliments, and I've gotten an insane amount of compliments on this one. So this is actually a fragrance mist. This is You're the One from Bath and Body Works. This one should not be just a fragrance mist. I think they did have a perfume in this, but you don't even need that. This literally smells like a $200 perfume. It smells so much more high-end than it really is. So I did look on Fragrantica, but the notes on the bottle say there's notes of white birch, velvety rose, and a drop of strawberry nectar. So the notes that's on Fragrantica show rose, strawberry syrup, and woodsy notes. So this one, to my nose, like, you do get a lot of the rose, but it's a rose that's mixed with, like it says, strawberry syrup, which I think is spot on to that. You guys, this is one that I could not stand when it first came out. I don't know what it was, just smelling it straight out of the bottle. When I first went to smell it, something about it I couldn't stand, and I didn't understand the hype behind it. But one day I just decided to buy it and bring it home with me, because they were having, I think it might have been like a body care day sale, but I finally just gave in and I got it, and now I've been through multiple bottles of this. I'm pretty sure I still have a couple backups of this, because I do not ever want this to not be in my collection. I just ordered the body butter to it. I'm basically finished off with the body cream. I have like maybe this much left of this bottle. Not much left at all, and I'm pretty sure that this was just within the last 6 months is the second one that I've opened up. But this one, super long lasting, super high amount of compliments. This is like definitely my most complimented Bath and Body Works fragrance alone. But this one, if you don't like rose, give it a chance, because it's kind of like a jammy type of rose. It's like, it's very sweet. It's kind of candy-like, I guess you could say. It does give me a little bit of vibes of Angel Nova, which I think I've mentioned before. Like, it definitely smells like Angel Nova. Some people say that it smells like, I think it's Idole by Lancome, and I can't say that I've smelled that one, but every time I wear this, my boyfriend thinks that I'm wearing Angel Nova, which I'm gonna add as like a +1 to this one, just because I'm completely out of that fragrance right now. That is also one of my top complimented fragrances, so this one is no shock to me that I get compliments like crazy when I wear this one. This is another one that should not shock anyone, because if you've smelled it, I guarantee you that you already know how good it smells. So this is Valentino Donna Born in Roma. This one is such a pretty fragrance. This is like a pretty girl fragrance to the max. So Valentino Donna Born in Roma has top notes of pink pepper, bergamot, and blackcurrant, middle notes of jasmine, jasmine sambac, and jasmine tea, and base notes of bourbon vanilla, cashmere, and gaiac wood. So this one is heavy on the jasmine, but it's like if you soaked the jasmine tea in vanilla bourbon. It's kind of boozy, kind of sweet. You get some of the black currant in there. I don't really get pink pepper in it, like to the extent that it's polarizing or like sharp to my nose. I don't like pepper notes typically, but in this one, in the bottle, I've talked about the bottle before, it's so pretty. I just love the spiky, just looks elegant and luxury. But like I said, you get the jasmine, you get all of the jasmine notes that are in it. It does kind of, it makes it a little bit more floral, but like a clean floral with like the booziness from that vanilla bourbon. The cashmere does smooth it out in the base for me. It does kind of make it a little bit more creamy, a little bit more like elevated, a little bit more of like a woody, kind of sexy. This one projects super far. I always get compliments on this. This is my second bottle. And I'm almost out of this one too. I'm definitely gonna have to get another bottle because it's so good. This is one of my top favorite of all time. And I like to pair this with Pure Wonder because Pure Wonder also has like a white jasmine note in it, and they smell very, very similar. This one pairs super, super well with Pure Wonder, and every time I pair them together, it projects like a beast, and I get compliments left and right. So another one that I actually pair super often with Pure Wonder is Alien by Terry Mugler or Mugler. So Alien is one that also has a very heavy jasmine note, which is kind of what makes Alien Alien. And the same type of jasmine is in Valentino Donna as well as Pure Wonder from Bath & Body Works. So this one has top notes of jasmine, middle notes are woodsy notes, and the base notes are amber. So it's just 3 notes. Smells way more high-end, way more, I mean, it literally smells like a $300 niche perfume to my nose. But this one, you get a heavy jasmine, you get the woodsy notes, you get the amber and the dry down especially, and it smells so sexy. This is another one that's super mysterious. It's very, very, very long lasting. This one, every single time I wear it, I get compliments like crazy on it. My boyfriend really loves this one. I think it's just because of the bottle, but he always really likes when I wear this one. Even the dupes that I have for it, he really enjoys this one. I really enjoy this one. I know that I smell good. I know that I'm leaving a scent trail, and I know other people are going to be like, oh, that smells good, she smells good. And it's very long lasting, and it is a beast. It does project super far. Again, this is another one that projects super far. Over 10 plus hours of wear time out of this one. I love this one so much, and I will never not have this in my collection because it is perfect. So the next two I'm actually going to talk about together because they are very similar. They're in the same scent family. They are both reminiscent of a very popular perfume. I'm sure you can guess at this point, but Ariana Grande's Cloud and Red Temptation from Zara. I have pretty good dents in both of these. I actually do have a backup already of this one because I really, really like it, and it's probably the closest dupe to Baccarat Rouge 540. But Cloud itself is one of the top complimented of all time that I have in my collection, and I usually do pair it with Red Temptation, so that's why I'm putting them together in this video, just because they are super similar. But the top notes for Cloud are lavender, pear, and bergamot. Middle notes are whipped cream, praline, coconut, and vanilla accord, and the base notes are musk and woody notes. So the difference between these two is this one is a little sweeter. It is a little bit more lactonic than Red Temptation is, which stands true to the Baccarat Rouge 540 scent profile itself. I love this one. This is honestly one that had to grow on me. The very first time I ever smelled Cloud was in the body mist I think I got from like Ross, and I could not stand it. At first I thought I liked it, but I got it home, I sprayed it on myself, and I was like, this is awful. But after I think probably like a year, maybe a year and a half, I ended up getting that one when I traded someone some perfumes. She didn't like it. She literally hadn't even used it, but she threw away the little insert thing for it, the Cloud, which I don't blame her because it's tacky. But as soon as I sprayed this one out, I was like, okay, I'll give it a chance. Sprayed it on my hand, and I fell in love with it. And after I heard people talking about Red Temptation being an even closer dupe to Baccarat, but it was still similar to Cloud, I had to pick it up. I think I got it from Mercari for like 20 bucks. And after I smelled this one, I literally went on Zara's website and ordered one. As soon as it came back into stock, I ordered it. The top notes are saffron, bitter orange, and coriander. Middle notes are praline and jasmine. I broke it. And the base notes are amber, musk, and musk. What? Base notes are amber, moss, and musk. It's been a long day. But this one, the saffron is very heavy in it, and I love it. I love saffron. You do get the praline, you get the jasmine, you get the moss and the dry down. But oh my gosh, it's addictive. It is addictive to smell. This one lasts for days and days and days and days and days. Every single time I go out, I get compliments on these, literally without fail. These are hands down some of the most top complimented fragrances of all time. So we have 2 fragrances left to go over. I know I said 10, but I do want to include kind of an honorable mention. We'll go over that one very, very last. But guys, this is my most complimented of all time. This is the one that I had a lady chase me down at my boyfriend's eye doctor appointment just to ask me what I was wearing and to tell me that I smell good. She chased me the entire way across the office, from the eyeglass center part to the actual front desk of his eye doctor. So this one is Ragba by Latafa. We went to the grocery store, and a lady that was like 10 feet from me, she looked me dead in the eye and she was like, I know it's you, you smell good. She's like, and I know it's you because you smell curly. But literally I was like 10 feet away from her and there was nobody else around, so it was definitely this. And the closer I got, the more she kept like smelling me, and it was just kind of a, like, she put her nose in the air and she was like, it smells good. This one is, so this is a Middle Eastern fragrance, and I do own a lot of Middle Eastern fragrances. This one just happens to be literally my top complimented, and you guys, I have people chase me down because of this one. The longevity, the projection is like 10 feet. Like, if not more than that. You leave a heavy, heavy, heavy scent trail. Let me go over the notes really quick because the notes are really interesting, at least to me, because it's right up my alley. But the notes are just all like regular, like base notes: vanilla, sugar, agar wood, which is oud, incense, sandalwood, and musk. It is an incensey, sweet, sugary vanilla with a little bit of woodsiness in the dry down. Like, you get the agar wood that's in it and the sandalwood. It is so good. Like, every single time I wear this one, my boyfriend's like, that's Ragba, isn't it? He knows it and he loves it. Just give me a minute. It smells like an apple pie without the apple. Like, the sweetness from the crust almost. It's so sexy, so mysterious. It's kind of dark, but it's not dark enough that you can't wear it in the summertime or whenever it's like daytime. I wear this literally all year. This is my most complimented fragrance of all time. It's so good. If you guys like vanilla, you like sweet, you like kind of woodsy, dark, mysterious fragrances, and you want to feel sexy, you want to get compliments, Ragba by Latafa. Screenshot this right now if you have to. It is so good. So my honorable mention is actually one that I got from Gautier with my own money. This is not sponsored. This was not gifted. This is Floral Lavender from Gautier. This is a dupe for YSL Libre. I don't have the actual YSL Libre like perfume itself, but the samples that I've gotten, this is so close that I really don't feel like I need it. This is my second bottle from Gautier because I flew through my first one and I still have a tiny bit left, but I don't even know where my bottle is right now. But the notes for Libre are lavender, mandarin orange, blackcurrant, and petitgrain. The middle notes are lavender, orange, blossom, and jasmine, and the base notes are Madagascar vanilla, musk, cedar, and ambergris. So you get the lavender in this, but it's like a creamy lavender that mixes well with the orange blossom and that vanilla. I'm sure you guys have heard of Liebe at this point. If you smelled Fairy Tale is basically Liebe without the lavender. I don't think that they're spot on dupes, but I think they're pretty close. It's just basically without the lavender. But even if you don't like lavender, which I typically don't, I don't like the essential oil type of lavender, but this one is really, really nice. It smells very good. It does have like a little, I don't want to say that it's masculine whatsoever because it's really not, but I think that lavender and maybe that like musk and cedar is kind of what gives me that more masculine vibe. But I just mean that in a way of it's very sexy, it's very boss-like, and it lasts for forever. I love wearing this one to bed, and I know it's definitely not one to wear to bed, but whenever I wear this one to bed, it's just like it wraps itself around me, and I wake up and I feel so good. Like I smell it as soon as I wake up, and it's still super strong, even for the dossier version of it. But Floral Lavender is definitely a very long lasting, very projecting. I get tons of compliments whenever I wear this one, but this one again is hands down super sexy, super long lasting, compliment getter out the booty. It is so pretty. I really enjoy this one. Day or night, summertime, wintertime, does not matter. It's beautiful. Alright, you guys, that was my top 10 most complimented fragrances of all time, with an honorable mention, of course. Now, before I forget, leave me you guys' scent of the day. Leave it in the comments down below. Let me know what you're wearing. Give me recommendations for new perfumes, new things to smell. If you have combinations from Bath & Body Works or combos in general, leave those down below so I can try them out if I have them. My scent of the day is actually one that I just got in the mail. So, I mean, it was probably like an hour before I started filming this. This is L'Aventure Femme by Alhermaine. Yeah. So this one is actually a really good dupe, and I mean like spot on dupe for Creed Aventus for Her. If you guys don't know, that runs roughly about $400. But this one, I think I paid $30 for it. And this one has better longevity, better projection. So far, it seems like better projection. Creed Aventus does have pretty decent longevity. I used to have like a few sample vials of it, and I really liked it. But I refused to pay $400 for it because on me, like my skin eats fragrances. And on me, it didn't last that long, but I sprayed this one as soon as I got it. So right now it is 4:18 p.m. and I think I like literally stalked the mail. So I think I got it at like 12:40, ran and got it, and I put it on by like 12:45. So, I mean, so far that's what, about 3.5-ish hours of wear time out of it, and it's still pretty strong. Like it's just as strong as when I sprayed it. I've been getting whiffs of it the entire time I've been filming, and it's so pretty. I love this one. It's so good. I'm so happy that I finally pulled the trigger because I was afraid that it was not going to be close enough to Creed Aventus for Her, that it was going to just be a blind buy fail. I really, really like this one. The packaging is A1. The presentation is beautiful. Again, this is not sponsored, but if they want to sponsor me, I'll take it. But thank you guys so much for watching. That was my scent of the day. Like I said, leave you guys in the comments below. Let me know your top complimented fragrances of all time. If you've had similar experiences with any of these on my list. If you guys have any recommendations for me, for perfumes for me to try that you think would be up my alley. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys stick around to be part of the Feel Good family. Stick around for my future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you.